Hey guys, so today's video is going to be all about natural makeup. Makeup for those days where you may be a little bit lazy and you don't feel like applying, your usual full face, or days where you want to look put together but you don't maybe have enough time to get ready. This is one of my go-to looks. I am not a natural girl. Like, I love a lot of makeup. I love smoky eyes, colorful eyes, bold lips, full coverage foundation. Like, I love all of that. Like, that's my thing. Some people like more natural makeup. Some people are like me where they like a lot of makeup. Do whatever makes you happy. Nothing bothers me more though, and I think one of my biggest pet peeve in like the makeup world or beauty industry is when people say, oh my god, you wear too much makeup. Like, yeah, I know that I put a lot of makeup on every day. I'm aware of what I'm putting on my face, and I do it because I like it, not because I feel I need it, because I don't feel I need makeup, but I love applying it, and it's fun. It's my way to express myself, and I don't know why people take makeup so seriously. Like, it's not that serious. There's these things called makeup wipes that take makeup off, and makeup's not permanent. It's temporary. A lot of times when I do these crazy looks that I've uploaded some on my on YouTube, and I also upload a lot of creative looks on my Instagram. I would take them off like an hour later, like, it's just for fun. And yeah, I like a lot of makeup, but there are days where I do like more natural makeup, and I understand the average person does wear more natural makeup, so I have to cater to you guys too, and not just do like fun, bold looks. And when I say natural, I do want to put a little disclaimer out there. I don't mean natural as in like my foundation. I mean more natural as in like no eyeshadow, and more natural lips, not like a bold lip. I like my medium to full coverage foundation. I personally do not like the way BB creams and sheer coverage foundations look on me. I just don't find it very flattering on my skin. I don't know what it is, but I just don't like it. So if you like that though, you can definitely tailor this video more to you, and you can still follow my steps but maybe use a foundation with a much lighter coverage. I just personally go all or none. Like, I can't do the sheer coverage thing or powder foundation. Like, it needs to be, like medium coverage. So yeah. And excuse my bun, by the way. I understand it is large and in charge today. This is what happens when you have a lot of curly hair. But yeah, it's out of control. I'm looking at it right now in the viewfinder, and I didn't realize how big it was until now. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and let's get started. Okay guys, so let's get started on this natural makeup. So I do already have my eyebrows filled in, just because my eyebrow routine really doesn't change much whether I'm doing natural or not so natural makeup. I don't have much brow hair, so they always end up coming out, pretty dramatic. But the first thing I'm going to do is prime my face. I'm using the Maybelline Master Prime Foundation. This stuff is very similar to like the Embryolisse moisturizer slash primer, which I believe I mentioned in my my freelance kit video. It's the primer that I use on all my clients, so, but this one's a lot cheaper. Now I'm going to go in with this L'Oreal Pro Matte Infallible Foundation mixed in with the L'Oreal Visible Blur Foundation. This one is in Honey Beige, and this one is in 108 Caramel Beige. This one's just a tad too light, so I like to add this, because this is a pretty dark foundation. I get really dark in the summer, like really tan, so that's why I'm mixing foundations, because I haven't gone out and gotten like a foundation that's my actual color. So gotta use what I have. So anyways, I'm just gonna mix this up on the back of my hand. I'm going to use a beauty blender to apply it, just because it is going to help soak up any excess product and just give a more natural finish. So I'm just going to dot this on my face, and I need to use my mirror to blend this in. So I'm just going to use the back of the beauty blender to pounce it onto my skin.
to show me things in a different light. Things that were wrong go right. You and me making chemical equations, deadly combinations, dangerous situations.
And I know I say this in any video where I show my foundation, but always, always, always blend it onto your neck, guys. Like, do not have that line there. That is not cute. If you're someone that likes to mix foundations, I would suggest this mix. It's a pretty good mix. I mean, the Pro Matte is very, very matte, and the Blur foundation is, which is the darker one, this one, it's matte, but it's more of like a natural finish. It's not super matte. So I think they kind of balance each other out pretty nicely. And always, always, always make sure you also get in this inner corner here. I see a lot of girls don't get their foundation in this like very inner part of their eye. And it's noticeable. We usually are pretty dark in here, so at least I am. But yeah, always get in there. Okay, so next I want to conceal, and one of my favorite concealers is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This is in 20 Sand. This is pretty light actually for me. I should probably get a few shades darker, but I haven't picked one up. I really love this for days that I'm going for more of a natural look, and also when I'm going for more full coverage look. It's really buildable, and it's just a nice breathable creamy formula, and it's one of my favorite concealers of all time. So I'm going to go ahead and put this right underneath my eye. I'm not going to apply like a crazy amount. I mean, to you guys this may be a crazy amount, but to me, I usually, you know, do the whole huge triangle thing and highlight, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to highlight a little bit down the center of my face. Nothing too crazy, but I do, sorry, I had to grab my beauty blender. I do want to balance out the brightness underneath my eye with the center of my face as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and tap this in with the beauty blender. And again, this is going to help get rid of any excess product. Since we are going for more of a natural look, you know, you want to make sure that you really have a super blended look, and you don't want to look cakey. So the beauty blender is perfect for that. Okay, and now it's time to set everything. You don't have to set everything if you, you know, want to look kind of dewy, but I'm an oily mess, so I need to set. So I'm just going to use my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to mix the yellow and the peach color. This color is just way too light, so I like to mix the yellow and the peach color. And I'm going to use this to set underneath my eyes. I'm not going to bake or anything today because that baking is probably the farthest thing from being natural with your makeup. So I'm just going to use this stuff to set underneath my eyes. And I have to set underneath there because I will definitely crease. And I'm also just going to take a little bit and set the center of my face. Now I'm going to go ahead and set my whole face with this Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder in the color 310. And this is what it looks like. And I'm going to reuse this again on my eyes. A great thing about when you're in a rush is you can totally use like bronzers and highlighters on your eyes. That way you can kind of reuse products on your face and your eyes. So I just did a pretty light layer of that. Now I'm going to go in with a bronzer, and I'm going to use this not Maybelline, this BH Cosmetics Beautiful Bronze Bronzer. This is a shimmery bronzer, but it just adds a nice glow. When I'm going for a natural look, I like to look more glowy and not so contoured and structured. So I'm just going to use a duo fiber brush to apply this, and I'm going to apply it on my cheeks, And basically just on the perimeter of my face. Just gives a nice natural kind of glow and just helps you look healthy and fresh. But I am going to go in with just a tiny bit of contour powder from the Kat Von D Shade and Light. I'm going to use this middle one. And that's just to add a tiny bit of structure right here. Nothing crazy, just a tiny bit. And I'm also just going to add a little bit to the temples and like around the forehead area, just because this brush is about to break. Yeah, that's quality right there. So we're just gonna work with that. I'm just darkening up this forehead area, and then I'm just gonna take a little bit and put it on my chin and then on the tip of my nose. All right, now time for blush. One of my all-time favorite blushes, which I've definitely mentioned in other videos, is MAC's Warm Soul. My all-time favorite. It's perfect for days where you want to be a little bit more natural because it does have a little bit of shimmer in it, and it just looks so beautiful. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of this. I don't want to go overboard with the blush because, you know, I'm going to be very minimal on the eyes, so I don't want like nothing on the eyes and then like blush first thing you see. You know, you want to definitely go a little bit more natural on the cheeks. And then the last step for face is highlighting. I can't do a look without highlighting. I feel that highlighting actually gives a nice natural, I mean, depending on how far you go with the highlight, it can give a very nice, natural, healthy look to the skin. So I always like to highlight. It just takes your face from like flat and boring to just radiant and beautiful. So I'm going to be using this Makeup Forever highlight. This is the, I think this is the number 2. This is a very gold highlight, but it works with my skin tone because I am pretty dark right now. If you're more pale, I would suggest getting the other one, which is more of a pink silver highlight. So I'm just going to take my Morphe 510 brush and just highlight right on the cheeks. You can highlight other areas like, you know, above your brow bone and stuff. I'll just take a little bit there. I like to highlight the tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose, and then always my Cupid's bow. Okay, now on to my eyes. I'm going to prime my eyes. Even though we're not using shadow, I need to prime my eyes, otherwise they always become an oily freaking mess. The eyes are going to be super natural and easy. This look, I know it may seem like it's taking me a while because I am talking through it and whatnot, but I promise it takes under 10 minutes. One thing I do want to mention is, as you can see, I do have lash extensions. If you are someone that loves natural makeup and likes to do the bare minimum on a daily basis, I suggest looking into lash extensions because they save so much time. You wake up and you instantly look like, you know, put together. And it's just perfect. All you have to worry about is your face makeup, and then your eyes are kind of done. It's like having permanent false eyelashes. So I definitely suggest looking into that if you like more natural makeup, or even if you love makeup like me. They're definitely a cool investment. And just to definitely do your research though. You don't want to go to just anyone. You want to make sure you go to someone that knows what they're doing, because they can mess up your natural lashes. But I definitely think it's a good investment. So I do want to mention the primer I just used. This is by Elizabeth Mott, and it's the Thank Me Later eye primer. I'm going to take this matte, the Fit Me powder, and I'm just going to apply this all over my lid. This is just going to get rid of any discoloration and kind of mattify it, and just add a little bit of definition into the crease. Alright, and then last step for the eyes is applying a highlighter in the inner corner. I just find this brightens up the eyes and just, I don't know, I definitely think it makes a difference. So I'm just going to take the highlighter that I use on my cheeks, the Makeup Forever one. And I'm just going, whoa, product down. And I'm just going to apply it right in the inner corners. And I just feel like this just, like I said, brightens up the eyes and just makes a little bit of a difference. You can apply mascara to the lower lash line, but I'm going to keep my lower lash line blank just because I want this to be as natural as possible, and it always ends up running when I apply mascara down there, so we'll just skip that step. Last step though is lips. I usually go with a nude lip. Sometimes I go a little bit more sheer. Sometimes I like a little bit of color just to add a little something to my face. But I'm going to use this lip liner in Light Brown by NYX. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this lip butter by Revlon in the color Cupcake. I'm just going to dab it on just to give my lips a tiny bit of color. And then I'm going to finish off with this Buxom Gloss in Kimberly. It's a really nice like pale pink with shimmer, and it just makes my lips super glossy and it plumps them as well. So yeah, that's it for natural makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, leave any of your questions or requests down below in the comment section. Please subscribe, and also if you want to see more work by me, more creative looks or just my everyday makeup, definitely give me a follow on Instagram. I post on there way more often than I post on YouTube. And yeah, so if you're interested in more looks that I have, sometimes I do post my work on clients, but yeah, definitely follow me. I'll put my username right here. So, but yeah, that's it. I will see you guys in my next video, and have a good day.